Israel has a legitimate concern. You know, the comment was made that they realize that 3 nukes would take Israel off the face of the earth, and they can't wait for that to happen. But the repercussions of launching on Iran, I think, are going to be felt globally. We're going to have a lot of Middle Eastern countries pissed off. You know, there were comments in his video about if you're on the coast, to move inland if you can, if you can't, to basically prepare, because they're really stressing by the end of the month that they're going into Iran. They did it once before, I think it was Tehran, where they nuked the reactors, or I'm sorry, bombed the nuclear reactors. Just went in on their own accord. And I think they're going to do this one as well. They have nuclear capability, and they intend on using it. You know, the fact that they said that they cannot, Israel could not defeat Iran with conventional weapons was disturbing. I don't know what's going to happen. They launched on Iran. I think we're in for some bad times. And what really hits hard is, you know, they made a comment on the video about take time off of work if you can afford it. Spend time with your family now, your children. And basically cherish the time that you have now. That was upsetting to me, because I don't know what kind of future my children are going to have in this screwed up world right now. You know, I've done the Tea Party route, I've done the open carry march, I'm supportive of all of it, and I will take up arms if necessary to protect my family and friends and my children. But the biggest thing is I want them to live life to the fullest. I want them to have a life. And honestly, I don't know if we're going to make 2012. I don't want to be one of those gloom and doomers, as they say. But I tell you, in the last year, things have really changed for me. You know, I was out there attending these parties and seminars, and it's gotten pretty bad. You know, I get up in the morning, jump on the internet, check the headlines, check for all your new local videos that you guys have put out. Not knocking them at all, they're great. You know, that's my main source of information. And everybody out there doing a great job. I wish I could get the family to agree, but, you know, again, as I said, it's to the point where, at least with the wife, I don't know, she's off on one direction and I'm in the other, but I've kind of had a change of heart. You know, I'm not putting so much emphasis on the firearms and prepping, and although I need to, I have put quite a bit together. I'm still working on it, and but what I wanted to share was, I think, with nowadays and everything that's going on, and hopefully I don't offend anybody, but it's just my beliefs. I'm putting a lot more emphasis on that. Always been a believer. I don't want to consider myself a hypocrite, you know, going to church on Easter, Christmas, family events, christenings, and then, as I know in here and in here, He's with me. But I am really rethinking my life and saying a lot more prayers. I hope we, as a country, don't fall by the wayside, and stand strong and come together, you know, for our children. loss for words. I don't know how to explain to my children. I don't want to have to explain all the bad things that are going on. I'm glad my 8-year-old is showing interest in politics already. Hey, that's great. He understands how we're kind of getting, well, we are getting screwed every way you turn. But something to think about, guys and girls. I watch a lot out there. Saw one last night, Patriot Nurse, great videos. But I watched one kind of roll right to the point, down to earth, saying, who's going to die first? The first to go. When the SHTF, as they put it, when the shit hits the fan. And it was an eye-opener. Talking about the elderly, the ones that are on CPAP machines, ventilators, if the power goes out, they're screwed. The ones that aren't healthy, obese, you gotta be able to scoot quick. Good video, but it was an eye-opener. Especially with me, I could stand to lose a few. But at any rate, guys, I'm babbling at this point. I just wanted to share that with you as far as that application. Something to think about if you have an opportunity to try it out on your cell phone, or I think you can get it for your PDA. It's free. They may have charged for it now 99 cents. But it was well worth it. Keeps you abreast as to what's going on if you can't afford the real thing. And I'm going to leave it at that. So, anyway, guys, take care, and I'll talk to you soon.